Great having spanners that fit. Colour? 1.25 inches. But that's going to stay on if it's the split wheel. The only thing you can do is start taking it apart and have a look. That's not going to come out of there without that being dropped.
And that's all I'm going to be working. But before I can do any of that, maybe it's in this car, damn good clean, because it's been sitting in the store for about 2 years. Actually just completely amplified quite how flat. So really flat, really the same colour.
13/16.
Shiny, 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 flat, flat, flat. So this is what we're going to have to try and solve with a good bit of polish. But you can see what I'm going to be up against because that is really quite pronounced. Anyway, let's start with the main bit, shall we? So I see to this.
Looks like it is a split then.
Quite flat. I was thinking that I was going to take this paint back and then use a load of body finish, but just running your finger over it, it's not that bad. So I think what I'm going to do is if I get a little bit of sandpaper, then go down to 180, that's not doing enough. So like the 320, just kind of, just like this section here. Just take it back nice and gentle, and then what I'm going to do is give it some primer, and then just give it some paint and some lacquer, I mean, there's scratches, there's all sorts. I'm not, as I've said before, I'm not, trying to get this back to factory or, even do an amazing job. No, I do a good job. It's not going to be amazing, so just so this isn't so offensive. And so any regular viewers of the channel might actually be thinking, where on earth are you? This is not the usual setup. I'm at work.
How easy was that? Wow. There's the seal.
Right, so I did end up coming.
There's the seal
Right
bench.
over here more than I
Sure, that cuts back
It
on.
just made sense because there was just
That's great.
quite a bit of bad right there.
I had visioned this was going to be a bit of a pain in the arse to do. It might be putting the tyre on, but it was quite straightforward. It really was. Quick release.
I've really wiped it down obviously with a cloth. There we go. So you can see straight away that massive great gouge you get in there. It's obviously and there. It's going to ruin the effect a little bit, but just help this along a little bit with the heat gun. Right, so I ended up giving it, I think it was three coats of primer, and then I just rock sanded it with, I don't have any, so I used 50mm grit just to make it nice and smooth all the way along. Have I got some overspray up here and on this rubber? Yes. Am I bothered? Not even so. That ended up being three coats of colour, and that's actually not too shabby really. Consider what it was like before. I'm actually quite pleased with that. Come out like this, gouge, doesn't matter. At least I think I've got that beat. Crazy. So all I'm going to do now is I'll hit it again when he comes. And in a little while. Okay, so slight change of scenery. So I had to come inside because it just started raining. And so you can see that I'm pretty completely lost the light. So let me show you where I got to. So this side, you can still very much exists. I haven't got a chance to do this now, not with the rain, and I sure as hell can't start spraying in here. So I will come back another day and do this. But I've still got loads of materials left, loads of paint. Lacquer and that, so that's going to complete the job for sure. So sure, I did the bumper, that's come out really nicely. And I also managed to get around here and sort this area out somewhat. So there's no visible signs of rust. But what I started doing is I started sanding it all back, and the rust under there is actually, it is quite extensive, but it needs a really good kind of wire, and it is really easy to do as well. But as you can see, I didn't bother. And when you step back, it's so dry, but when you step back like this, it's really quite alright. There's no visible rust. That's kind of the effect I'm going for. This car that costs, it's worth £500. I've said it many times before. I'm not going to show you finished and going something that's way less expensive than it was. I think I've achieved the effect of that, to be honest. And once you can see it from the camera, so this is now nice and shiny square on back of it. And then the rest of the panel is nice and gold flat. So what I'm going to do now, go inside, I'm just going to polish it. I'm just going to give it a really good machine polish. Yes, I've got some Maguire's Ultimate Compound. Really not that expensive. This is about £10, something like that. So I'm going to do that, and with the cutting disc wheel that I've got the machine polish, I'm just going to go over it. Just going to go over it really, and just see what it brings back. I've taped up the bonnet there, and I'll do one of the sides, and then so I'll peel the tape back, and we can have a look, see if it's actually made any difference whatsoever. And let's just address the fact that you can see scissor length there, and I'm sure some of you are now wondering, okay, where is it that you work? I wish I could turn the camera around and show you more, but I can't. I'm not allowed, because I haven't got permission from the customers. But I recently started work at a company called Tyre Motor Company, and we build budget cars. Don't worry, don't work on the tools. Very much a penny shop. You see me working on cars, you wouldn't want me working on some of the cars that's got in here. just gave that a really quick machine polish, just with the compound. I used the hardest pad, the hardest roughest pad. And I hope the camera's picking this up. There is a massive difference already between that side and that side. It's going to just pull the tape on. Look at that. That is the exact result that I was after. You know how dull that is. And I changed it. I mean, there's still lots of swell marks and stuff in it, but that's so good. That's exactly what I was after. So I think now, yeah, look. So if I show you this is that is matching way more than with the rest of the parts. Now the older one, brown paint, and actually way closer. Okay, so that's the whole car done apart from this floor. I have to go back to run out the camera, so I just wanted to talk, yeah. Before I finish that door, I'll tell you what happens, you might be able to see it. So the rest of the car is absolutely fantastic. So look, going, on the next going, dull, very dull, very dull, there we go, shiny, very shiny. I'm very, very pleased with how this has come out. I even gave the roof rails a bit of a buff and they've come out nice. You know, I mean this is a rough and ready job. You know, I didn't even play bar the car when I washed it, you know, so this is a one sponge under, just wash it, give it a rough buff. But this is a bit that I'm really pleased about. Remember there was the grips that went all the way down there on both sides, they're gone. That's completely bust out. And now looking at this car, especially from this side and from the rear, because I've tidied up all that paint, actually looking, you know, like quite a respectable car. This is now something that I'm not going to be too embarrassed to drive around with. It has been, you know, a tough today. Oh, I haven't done the mirror. I haven't done the mirrors. Must do that in a sec as well.
Heat that up one else, make sure I put some water, make sure I haven't pinched the tube.
or hunk of junk is Claudia. Claudia is a 2002 Audi A6, aka the long version, aka wagon, aka estate. She's got the famous Quattro badge on her right here, and she also has 6-speed manual, which is absolutely delightful if you ask me. Now the story with this car is that I picked her up off the eBay, £500, sight unseen, buy it now. And the description for this car basically just said, that's all I knew about this car when I first bought it. The headlights, cloudy and the light. And that's never going to pass the inspection, so I just bought one of those headlight restore kits, did a bit of a buzz, and they came back to work. The rust on the front wings was crazy. We've got a two you can actually taste it. In case you don't know, this is a very new car. Blue seats, blue carpet, blue dashboard, blue steering wheel. It's got 125,000 miles on it. As I'm very good to stand out, but I haven't had a service in 6 years. And I don't think the timing has ever been done here, so we're going to have to fit new timing to it. Down we've got the 2.5 litre diesel V6 engine, which was about 180 brake horsepower. Although when it came to me, it felt like it had about 5 brake horsepower, and I managed to trace that fault back to a faulty could be the throttle body. So with this actuator here, and then the other thing is that it could be something like a worn-out tensioner as part of the, part of the timing gubbins in here. Oh wow! Oh, hang on a minute. Surely it's that. Surely it's that. That's got to be a tensioner, isn't it? Or an idler pulley or something. Also, you should be able to see the condition of that belt. It is not good. So I'm very glad now that we've pulled all of this off. And I've got a belt kit coming. That's bad though. Look at that. Wow. I can pull that whole thing off. Look, I've just pulled the belt off. The next thing that I really want to nip in the bud quickly is the removal of this fan. I've had lots and lots of comments telling me that basically you're an idiot and you're actually trying to remove this fan by turning the nuts the wrong way. Almost everyone in the comments is saying, no, it's actually a left-hand thread and it's the reverse, basically, so you have to undo it to the right. But right here, I've got the official Audi documentation, and right there, you can see that front spanner is being told to turn anti-clockwise. And the reason this goes anti-clockwise is because if you just look at the fan orientation, this fan does not spin clockwise. This fan spins anti-clockwise. And so the nut on the front is a regular thread because that goes the opposite direction to the fan travel. Now, I still can't get it off. It is so sealed on there. It is unbelievable. I still think I'm going to have to cut this off. I don't have a reciprocating saw or anything like that. It's too much money. I'm not going to spend that sort of money now. I've got lots and lots of tools and equipment I still have to buy. I only started doing this in January this year, and I've spent thousands of pounds on tools. I don't understand how this car was even running. What on earth has gone on here? So, first thing, this belt here, this is the one that you saw me with a minute ago on the alternator. Goes round there, round there, down here. I don't think it's supposed to go down there, I think it's supposed to go over the top of this pulley around there, because if you look here, that whole belt is stuck down there, like that. So that's what it's like. That probably explains why the battery is going flat, because the alternator wasn't working. I think this tensioner has failed, but I'm not going to think this tensioner has failed. It's driven this pulley up into this cover, and that whole pulley is actually completely wonky. So, I mean, I'm going to have to put all this apart to see quite how much damage has been done in there, but it's going to need a whole new tensioner assembly. There's a massive gouge down there as well. Look at that, look, it's torn all the threads off, cut into it. You can see there a bit better now. Look, obviously you can't spin that by hand. And I think that I fixed the map sensor. I was like, oh, the car's driving normally now. That must have been the only thing that was wrong with this. And that's why I picked up this £500 house. Nope. So I've taken the damper pulley off. And obviously a couple of the belts. And I think I can see straight away what the cause of the problem is. And it looks very much like there's a snap bolt in there. Well, I just kicked the bolt to the side, and I reckon that this snap bolt was that there. Okay, update. I've managed to put on this auxiliary belt tensioner. So this is the bit that's broken. That sits up there like that, and that went on there. Where you can still see there's a broken bolt in there, inside this bush. This needs replacing. And the very first thing that comes up when you do with the carpenter is aux belt tensioner thingy repair kit, and there's loads of them. So I think this is a very common thing on these engines where this goes, because as part of the repair kit you get a whole new bushing, you get all these bits, new bolts. This bracket itself looks okay, there's no cracks or anything that I can see in it, so I think the damage has been isolated just to this bracket. But I've got this bracket off. What I have to fight doing now is that when you start pulling the car apart, start finding other bits and bobs. So you can see here that this oil hose in there is actually really shredding, because it's been leaking for a long time. But one of the good things about taking that whole right now is that I can now replace that engine mount incredibly easy. Now I did just have a camera, because I can now get to this bolt here for the fan. You can get in there now properly, and so I gave it, I had to do all these spanners. I'm not trying to play a game of I told you so or anything like that. I'm leaving this here for the next person. If you've got one of these cars, this isn't a reverse bed. This is a regular right-hand bed that unscrews anti-clockwise. That is indeed coming off. It is still on there tight. Still takes an effort to come off. So I'm just thinking about what to do next. And I think the best thing to do is to try and start cleaning some of this carbon out of the engine. So as you can see, there's a massive amount of carbon build up on the inside of the inlet manifold, on the throttle body inlet thing that's coming down here. And you also see there's some kind of massive oil leak as well. So it also looks like it's hard to see, but something is nesting in here. There's all kind of like broken shells all gathered around, and I think it looks like there's some poo in there. I'm wondering if when this car was parked up, a lot of mouse got in there and started to make a bit of a nest. Oh wow. Wow, wow, wow. Right, so that's the inlet manifold, one of the inlet manifolds off the top. Yeah, but that is carboned up like you cannot imagine. I mean, look at that. That's absolutely crazy. Wow. I can see it all down here as well in the actual cylinder head. This is going to take a lot of time and a lot of elbow grease. Huge, big, horrible globules. That carbon clean just takes me 6 hours. I'm still not 100% finished. So you can see now that I've got in all of these inlet ports on the side, all on this side, and a lot cleaner. Now it's not 100%, you know, it's probably about 90%, which is good for me. I mean, it's so so unbelievably messy. This stuff, this sludge, and it gets everywhere. And here are the inlet manifold pieces. So these came out quite well too. You should be able to see in there. Again, it's not 100%, but you know, I've probably cleaned about 80 horsepower back from this. Clean there as best you can do. I think now, whilst I've got such incredible access to the engine mounts, I think it makes sense to change both of those engine mounts there. There we go, 2 brand new engine mounts in at the front there. I think what I'm going to do next is I'm going to replace this gammy hose, and here's the coolant hose that feeds the oil cooler, because it's just awful. I can see it, I'll put it off in a second, show you. And here's my replacement coolant hose. I had to get this directly from Audi, literally the only way to get it. I mean, I would get this hose off if I can actually get to it. Come on. Just come on. Just let me get in there. Because if I can get in there, then I mean, there is no other way to do that. If you put that on like that, how did you that went on there before this engine went in the car? It's the only way that could happen. Wait, are you hammering the hose off? You better believe it. There we go. That is what I was dealing with. God, that hose is absolutely trashed. I can't believe it wasn't actually leaking anywhere. That must have been about a day or 2 away from going. Okay, nice shiny new piece of hose in there. You can't really see it, but I gave it a bit of a clean up in there as well on a couple of pipes on the side of the engine. But it would appear my timing kit has been lost in the post, which is incredibly irritating. So it comes to a bit of a hard stop here. So I think what I'm going to do now is I think we should probably seal these brakes. Now, the calipers on both sides are actually sticking, and when you drive this car, there's almost no brakes. I haven't driven the car, obviously, just driven down my driveway, but there are no brakes whatsoever. You can get a rebuild, obviously, but for all the hassle it's worth, you know, I don't have things like a workbench, I don't have lots of tools. This is way more hassle than it's worth for me, so I actually gone for 2 on this side and the other side, 2 replacement calipers, and we're also going to do discs and pads. Hopefully, I'm just really hoping that the actual brake hose is okay, and when I try pulling this thing out of the caliper, it actually comes out, and I don't find myself in a situation like I was with the minute you had to replace the brake line, because I royally screwed up connections up here. Now that looks also in an awful position, like the minute, so hopefully I'm not going to have to replace this brake line at all, and it will just come out of the cab really nicely. So I'm learning when I did this in the Mini. I rounded the nut on the brake line. Now I could have sworn that I bought myself another 11mm flare engine flare nut wrench. But this 10mm is a good. It's already looking like it's in rubbish. So I'm going to have to use it. And hard and penetrant, and I've also got a hell of a load of heat this time. I think I'm going to have to buy a new knee. Buy. I want to do this buying tools of the world. Now, I'm going to round it straight away. Come on, don't round. Oh, God's sake. Okay, it's official. This 10 spanner is rubbish, absolutely rubbish. I mean, the problem is that these nuts in here, they get like really seized, and the actual nut itself is really soft, and then these are just so slightly imprecise. It's just a recipe for just rounding it immediately off.
A quick soapy wash, check for leaks. I'm knackered now, to put that on. So there it is, blown up. It's alright. Let's have another look under here. Yeah, I thought this was going to be a nightmare, but it's got to make sure that seal goes back in. Okay. I'll clean that up a bit. Yeah. We'll go putting it back.